2, and you are on the ride along with Pastor Jason and Pastor Brian riding shotgun. Don't worry, he's got 2 hands on that reel. 9 and 3, Jason, not 10 and 2.
They're like, are you sure you just took them off?
I noticed that you're a 10 and 2 guy. We got to get you to 9 and 3.
Well, I don't know. I'm actually a one-hand guy most of the time.
Oh, a one-hand guy. You're hopefully not a knee guy with the burger in one hand, the Dave's double. I know there was probably a time in your life where you were Dave's double with a knee on the steering wheel.
That was yesterday. Yes.
No.
No, I'm just kidding.
Confessions.
I'm joking.
Pastoral confessions.
Yeah.
Well, welcome everybody to day number 2 of our Bible app recap. We are in day 2, of the power of words.
It's good.
Coming right off the heels of our talk from real relationships on words and those words that bring life and death. And I thought it was a powerful one. I've been paying attention to the comments, everybody, and I'm noticing a string of comments, and people are bringing up a little bit of that old self that they put down that gets resurrected. You know, those words that come up, that sarcasm. Anybody sarcastic out there? I definitely live in a house full of sarcasm. And it's funny, Jason, because my wife is one of the most loving, accepting person, but she's very sarcastic. And I remember the first time I introduced her to my parents, not a sarcastic bone in my mom or dad's body, right?
Yeah.
And I remember just looking over at my mom, because when Liz gets nervous, she gets more sarcastic. so I just kept looking at my mom. I was like, Mom, she's joking right now. Totally. She's just
teasing. Yeah.
Oh, but I don't know. You get the sarcasm in the Tucker household?
Oh, yeah. Big time. Yeah, we get. So I think probably I've had that effect on Janelle. Like, I don't think Janelle was extremely sarcastic, but I did, for me, I grew up with sarcasm, whether that was in sports or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
You just, some of that stuff is.
Oh, we lost you. We got you back.
Oh,
though.
Sorry about that. Some of that stuff was just, just, again, you're not really thinking it's a big deal. But again, I thought what the devotional talked about today was sometimes it is a big deal because our words can get away from us pretty quick if we're not careful. So that's really what, I started thinking about, even social media. Sometimes it feels easy to make a comment on a post, and like, 'cause it's easy to do it. It's like, I'm just gonna type out these words and I don't really have to look the person in the eye. Ooh. It kind of feels a little bit like anonymous sometimes, but what we don't realize is what the person on the receiving end of that comment might be feeling or going through or something like that. So, I don't know. That's what I was challenged by today is like, man, we get an opportunity every day to speak life or death. That's really what we talked about Sunday. We get an opportunity to speak one of the two. And so, I just been thinking like, man, Jason, choose well. Yeah. Choose well today. Think about what you're putting in the ground, whether it's a comment on Facebook or an email I'm getting ready to send or a text I'm getting ready to send, whatever it is. Just be thinking about the fact that I thought that was a powerful illustration this weekend. Our mouths are a seed warehouse. It's a warehouse of seed in there. And so it's plenty of seed, plenty of words. Even the passage today, wasn't that funny? It was like, basically,
he who speaks little.
Yeah. Right? Basically, the tongue is, it can't be bridled. That's the part I think we have no power to bridle it on our own.
No.
We can't do it. So if you're thinking I can hold my words and I can not say, again, I cannot say these things or that things, or I'll keep it all within the navigational beacons. The truth is, it's not really in our nature, any of us. So
yeah, and the more you use your tongue in that unbridled, like wild stallion kind of way, it's interesting what that will do to a room. Like you'll notice somebody comes in and they're the funniest person in the room, and then you get into this series of one-upmanship, right? It starts all fun and games, right? And then you've been in those situations where something's said, it's a little ha-ha, and then you try and one-up somebody, and then before you know it, it started out a friendly interaction, and then somebody walked away like, did they mean that? And I'm sarcastic, but did they mean that? So you just really have to be that situational awareness and use your tongue for words like humor and getting someone to laugh shouldn't be our goal should be edification and encouragement, right? Just being an encourager before we even try and impress somebody by our sense of humor or wit.
Yeah.
And you probably have run across situations where somebody might not necessarily get you, and like, well, they just have a different sense of humor.
Yeah.
You know, that's they're not very witty or sarcastic, or the dry sense of humor, and that should never be the way that we leave a conversation with someone. Is, well, we just have a different sense of humor. We always want to find some common language, and like I said, you can't ever get enough encouragement and edification and building people up. So think about that first, before you're trying to have a good time with that buddy that you can just drop in on and you guys think everything's hilarious together. Because we have those relationships and those are good.
Yeah.
But those shouldn't set the standard for all our other interactions throughout the day.
Yeah. Good stuff. I think on the words piece, that's been the challenging thing for me since Sunday, is just to really start thinking about what's coming out of my mouth. Because again, that's the idea, is that those who love it will live by its fruit. those whose words are just used without thought or consideration, we're going to live by or live off of the fruit that produces. So I've just been challenged every day since Sunday just to be thinking like, man, every word I say today, it's growing the fruit in my life that I'm literally going to be living off of. So if I want my relationships to get better, I have to do a better job of managing what's coming out of my mouth. If I want my job situation to take a turn for the better, I need to speak life in that situation, and just understand that even though I think people might deserve me to say one thing,
with the D word,
I don't know that deserving, it doesn't change the principles of sowing and reaping. No matter what someone deserves, what you put in the ground grows, period. That's how it works. So whatever goes in the ground is what grows. So let's put in the ground the things today of God. Let's put the things of the words of encouragement and love and peace and joy and unity. Let those be the words that we're sharing with other people today. I guarantee if we do, we'll be really happy with the results.
There it is. All right, I hope that was a good little nugget for you on your lunch break. Share up this video, share up the plan, the power of words. We're only on day 2.
Yeah.
We've got 5 more Power Pack days. So
what are you eating for lunch today?
There. Oh, we forgot to talk about lunch. Yeah, not a foot behind me is a bowl of Cincinnati chili with the Mitchell take on it. So we're walking into some rare air here for lunch with a chili cook-off with some life-changing staff.
Yeah.
And tune in tomorrow to find out if the Cincinnati chili was the winner. I'm going to start like talking about in our meetings today.
Yeah.
Like, what would really be good is a nice hot cocoa with some cinnamon. That feels like that kind of day. I'm just going to start floating some stuff, because my key ingredient, everybody, I got chili powder at the top. Okay, that's the key ingredient. But then there is some unsweetened cocoa powder and some cinnamon in there. I probably shouldn't be telling Jason this because he's going to be voting.
Interesting.
And he's going to know which one's mine.
Well, I'm in either way. Like, you had me at hello.
You like Cincinnati chili?
You had me at hello.
All right, it's chili. Yeah, so we're going to be eating some chili today. So tune in tomorrow, find out who was the winner. And share up this video. Join us in the plan. It's in the description of the video. So we want you there. You want to read your Bible more? It's the place to start right here. Okay, everybody.